Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're re-embarking on a journey through time to explore one of Southeast Asia's most captivating historical sites, the Imperial City of Hue in Vietnam. For nearly 150 years, this sprawling complex of palaces, temples, and fortified walls was the heart of the Nguyen Dynasty, the last imperial family to rule Vietnam. Its story is one of grandeur, conflict, and incredible resilience. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive into the majestic history of Hue. Our story begins in 1802. After decades of civil war, Emperor Gia Long unified Vietnam and established the Nguyen Dynasty. He needed a new capital, a place that would not only serve as a political center but also as a powerful symbol of his authority and the cosmic order. He chose the city of Hue, nestled on the banks of the picturesque Perfume River. Why? Its location was strategic, but more importantly, it was chosen according to the principles of geomancy, or feng shui. The city is protected by the Nguyen mountain, seen as a natural screen, and flanked by two small islets, which were considered the Green Dragon and the White Tiger guarding the entrance. It was the perfect place to build a city that mirrored the harmony of the universe. Construction began in 1804, and it was a monumental undertaking. Tens of thousands of workers were conscripted to dig moats, build massive earthen walls, and erect magnificent structures. The design was heavily inspired by the Forbidden City in Beijing, but with distinct Vietnamese characteristics. The entire complex is a city within a city. The outermost layer is the citadel, a massive fortress with 10 gates, surrounded by a zigzagging moat. Its walls are almost 7 miles long and over 6 feet thick. This was the primary defense, protecting the entire capital. Inside the citadel lies the Imperial City, the Hongthan. This is where the emperor and the royal family conducted the business of the state. It housed government offices, residences for high-ranking officials, and places for state ceremonies. The architecture here is breathtaking. You see beautiful yellow and red lacquered wood, intricate carvings, and roofs adorned with mythical creatures. Every detail was symbolic, meant to reinforce the emperor's divine mandate to rule. And at the very heart of it all, we find the Forbidden Purple City, the Toucan Than. This was the emperor's personal domain, accessible only to him, his concubines, his eunuchs, and a few trusted servants. It was a world of ultimate luxury and seclusion, filled with private palaces, reading pavilions, and tranquil gardens. Life within the Forbidden Purple City was governed by strict rituals and protocols. It was a place of immense power but also profound isolation from the outside world. For over a century, the Nguyen emperors ruled Vietnam from this sacred center, overseeing a period of cultural and artistic flourishing. Life in Hue was a vibrant tapestry of royal ceremonies, religious rituals, and artistic pursuits. The Nguyen court was a major patron of the arts, leading to advancements in court, music, dance, and classical theater. Hue became the cultural and intellectual capital of the nation. The emperors were often scholars and poets themselves, and their reign saw the creation of stunning works in ceramics, bronze casting, and embroidery. The city was a beacon of Vietnamese tradition and identity, but the golden age of the Nguyen Dynasty was not to last. The 19th century brought increasing pressure from French colonialism. After a series of conflicts, the French established a protectorate over Vietnam in 1884. The emperor was reduced to a figure in the Imperial City, once the center of absolute power, became a symbol of a lost sovereignty. The French presence brought significant changes to Hue and the rest of Vietnam, marking the beginning of a long and difficult struggle for independence. The once secluded Forbidden City was now under the watchful eye of a foreign power. The 20th century was particularly brutal for the Imperial City. The complex suffered immense damage during the various wars that ravaged Vietnam. In 1947, during the First Indochina War against the French, much of the Forbidden Purple City was burned to the ground. But the most devastating blow came in 1968 during the Tet Offensive of the Vietnam War. Hue became a major battleground. The fighting lasted for nearly a month, and the intense urban combat resulted in catastrophic damage. Of the 160 buildings within the Imperial City, only a handful survived intact. It was a heart-wrenching loss of priceless cultural heritage. When the wars finally ended and Vietnam was reunified in 1975, the Imperial City was a ruin. For a time, it was even viewed with suspicion by the new government as a relic of a feudal and colonial past. Its future looked bleak, but thankfully, perspectives began to change. There was a growing recognition of the site's immense historical and cultural value, not just for Vietnam, but for the entire world. A massive effort to restore and preserve the Imperial City began. In 1993, this effort received a huge boost when UNESCO designated the complex of Hue monuments as a World Heritage Site. This brought international attention and funding, accelerating the painstaking work of conservation. Today, visitors to Hue can witness this incredible restoration in progress. Teams of skilled artisans are using traditional techniques to rebuild damaged palaces, restoring intricate mosaics, and bring the city back to its former glory. Walking through the Imperial City today is an unforgettable experience. You can stroll through the grand courtyards where mandarins once gathered. Visit the Diren, the residence where the Queen Mothers lived, and see the beautifully restored Heinlam Pavilion. While many parts are still in ruins, these scars serve as a powerful reminder of the city's tumultuous past. They tell a story of not just imperial splendor, but also of war, loss, and the enduring spirit of the Vietnamese people. The Imperial City of Hue is more than just a collection of old buildings. It's a living museum, a testament to a unique cultural heritage, and a symbol of national resilience. It stands as a reminder of a rich imperial past, while its ongoing restoration points toward a hopeful future. It's a place where history is not just remembered, but actively being reclaimed and brought back to life. If you ever get the chance to visit Vietnam, a trip to Hue is an absolute must. It's a journey that will connect you with the soul of the nation. Thank you so much for joining me on this tour through the history of the Imperial City. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more journeys into the past. Let me know in the comments if you've ever been to Hue, or if it is on your travel list. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.